taking flight at the U.S. Capitol.
The kite festival just to kind of see what it was about.
An annual tradition through the skies of the Kite Festival. Another Sharks game in the books.
It adds another dynamic for, kids, fans to want to, grow up to play rugby.
Hoping to strive for the win. And fairer races to South Florida.
This event and what FARA is trying to do to bring car enthusiasts together with families together at these races and providing lots of stuff.
A weekend full of competition. These stories and more coming up on Newsbreak.
Hello, South Florida. I'm Anthony Cruz.
I'm Valentina Gaspari. Today is Monday, April 1st, 2024.
Live from the Lee Kaplan School of Journalism and Media in North Miami, this is Caplin News.
Data released into the dark web, how you should protect your private information from hackers. This morning, experts are urging current and former AT&T users to protect their private information as soon as possible.
This follows a reported mass data breach that saw the information of roughly 73 million users on the dark web released. This breach possibly involves names, passwords, and social security numbers stemming back to at least 2019. Former NSA General Counsel Glenn Gerstle advises all who could be potentially affected to take the situation seriously.
If you're not notified, just don't assume automatically that you're safe. You need to investigate.
Gerstle says that if you think you've been hacked, you should reset your device's password, ask a credit agency to put a fraud alert on your account, and consider a credit freeze to block someone from opening a credit card in your name.
This morning, crews are on the verge of reopening access to a port closed down by a tragic collapse of the Francis Scott Key Bridge. It should be the first time that boat traffic would be able to reach Baltimore's port since Friday morning's collapse. There's still a safety zone around the area where a barge ran into a support post. That's why the new alternative channel will be far away from the collapsed portion of the bridge.
Taking flight, today is the first day of the National Kite Month, and thousands in the nation's capital helped kick off this year's kite season with a warm welcome over the weekend. Caplin News DC reporter Sofia Bolivar was there on Saturday to see it all.
Despite the cloudy weather, people from near and far gathered here today in front of the Washington Monument to celebrate the annual Cherry Blossom Kite Festival for a day-long event filled with fun activities. Hundreds of colorful kites filled up the National Mall skies on Saturday. Thousands of kite flyers in attendance, from professional to beginners, all helped kick off the beginning of kite flying season.
We've actually lived here for 13 years, and I knew about it, but we've never come down here. But my daughters, they're like really into kite flying, and so we were like, let's check it out this year. And so far, it's great. It's really beautiful.
Starting at 10 a.m. and ending at 4 p.m., the event held numerous activities such as kite performances and competitions. And for some attendants without kites, it was still an enjoyable event.
We came to the kite festival just to kind of see what it was about. I don't know, it's nice outside, so we wanted to get out while it's not 50 degrees. We don't have any kites to fly, but I don't know, it's nice to see other people enjoying themselves.
With clouds filling up the sky, no rainy weather affected the good times the crowds were having. Today's Kite Festival is one of the several events happening this cherry blossom season. To find out what else is happening these coming weeks, check out nationalcherryblossomfestival.org. Reporting for Caplin News from Washington, D.C., I'm Sofia Bolivar.
Drivers with a need for speed getting their fix. As Caplin's Dylan Pizet reports, FARA's Miami Grand Prix took over the Homestead Miami Speedway over the weekend.
Hello everybody and welcome back to Homestead Miami Speedway. FARA has returned for their annual Miami Grand Prix and for their second race of the season. As for a motorsport company, FARA is a relatively small sanctioning body, so I'm going to take you behind the scenes to show you just what exactly is going on here. The FARA Racing organization brings together many types of cars and drivers. I spoke to legendary race car driver Andy Pilgrim, who just won a High Performance Driver Academy race, what he thinks about FARA.
I've seen a lot of stuff in my racing, but this event and what FARA is trying to do to bring car enthusiasts together with families together at these races and providing lots of stuff, it's something that needs to be done to get the young people interested to carry on this racing enthusiasm. And it's great to see so many kids out and not just kind of sitting at home either playing video games.
Speaking of video games, I was able to speak to Court Schmidt, founder and owner of Full Send Sims, a company that builds racing simulators and has a demo at the track for hardcore and casual fans alike.
Track time is expensive, and so when you go to the track to hone those skills, you really kind of want to get the other stuff out of the way first. So spending time in the sim, and just once you spend the time in the sim, and you get out on track, you can now focus on things that be kind of wasting your time if you didn't do that on the front end.
The HPDE, or High Performance Driver Education, gives non-racers with cool cars a chance to stomp on that loud pedal without fear of the law. I spoke to the head of the HPDE, Carlos Espidia, for more insight.
A lot of people buy high-performance vehicles, but they don't know how to drive them. They don't know how to get the most juice out of them. And trying to do this on the street probably land them in jail. This is the proper place to find out what the car can do and what you don't know as a driver. This is where you can learn to be a better driver.
Well, that's all the time we have here for Forest's Miami Grand Prix. If you'd like to see some more Faro racing, check out their website and see where they'll be next. I'm Dylan Pizet for Caplin News.
South Florida's newest sports franchise takes to the rugby field. Caplin News reporter Zach Leon gets into the scrum with the Miami Sharks.
Major League Rugby's newest team, the Miami Sharks, got their first victory in organization history last Saturday. The Sharks are back at home for their second match in a row, where they'll look to repeat last week's success in this matchup against the San Diego Legion. The word around town is starting to spread about the Miami Sharks, and following last week's victory, it seems that even some of the city's other star athletes are beginning to take notice.
It just adds another dynamic for, kids, fans to want to, grow up to play rugby. But I think that it'll just be great for people to have another avenue to dive into. I think it'd be dope.
Despite professional rugby being new to the scene in Miami, the Sharks' impact on the game and the exposure they're providing to it can already be felt.
Getting more people involved, letting people see the sport is great. Having kids starting to play it, just because having a team, it just makes it better for everyone. And seeing the sport getting spread around all of Florida is just really nice.
Miami suffered a heartbreaking defeat to the Legion as San Diego was able to claw their way back into the game. Regardless of the match's outcome, the home fans' passion and support have left an impression on all who have taken the pitch.
We come out here and we get a boost. We get a boost to our minds and our bodies, our work ethic. When we come out here and we see the fans and people who have played us go to us afterwards. Well, that was good fun. Leave it to Florida Rugby to build this kind of atmosphere. It's a good rugby atmosphere, so we absolutely love it and we feed off it.
The Sharks will be swimming in northern waters next week as they'll head to New England to take on the Free Jacks Saturday, April 6th. Reporting from Auto Nation Sports Field, for Caplin News, I'm Zach Leon.
The Marlins pull off a first-inning grand slam as they try to stop a losing streak.
That's still ahead, and so is the story.
Rookie Jaime Jaquez Jr. inside Adebayo, 2 hands on the...
Heat fans spotted in the nation's capital as Miami tries to improve its playoff position. Newsbreak will be back in just 2 minutes.
Radcliffe Art and Design Incubator is the velocity accompanying the fellow's rudder, as in a boat. Unless there is movement or action, the planned direction is of little consequence. We encourage the creative ideas into action, and from the experience of doing, we critically assess the feedback, adjust, and set out to rediscover the potentialities of an entrepreneurial mindset.
Standard precise, no margin for error.
Dare to forget that. Dare to have fun with it. Get weird with it. Dare to send those old STEM theories flying past the neighbor's house into outer space. Dare to program something internet-breaking, record-breaking. Dare to blow their minds. Dare to learn the difference between sedimentary and metamorphic rock. Go find those rocks. Dare to keep daring. Dare to STEM. Check out She Can STEM to get started.
The Miami Heat trying to make a playoff push while playing a game on the road in Easter. After making the NBA Finals from a play-in game last season, the Heat are hoping to start from a better position this year.
As DC Bureau reporter Pablo Hernandez shows us, a win in Washington would be a positive step toward that goal.
The Heat took care of business last night, beating the Wizards 119-107. The Heat are in 7th place as they fight for the final guaranteed playoff spot with the Indiana Pacers as the final stretch of the season begins. The Heat dominated the game from start to finish. Forward Jimmy Butler finished with 17 points, 8 rebounds, and 4 assists. Star center Bam Adebayo logged in an impressive 22 points, 9 rebounds, and 5 assists for the game. The star of the game was point guard Terry Rozier. He shot 11 of 19 from the field and finished with 27 points. That ties his Miami Heat career high for points. Head coach Eric Spoelstra talked about Rozier's performance.
He's getting a lot more comfortable. He really is pure. He wants to help. He wants to contribute. He wants to make things better, and easier, with the group. It's really been good to see him comfortable, and that's allowed him to be aggressive within the context of, how we want to do things.
Shooting guard Tyler Hero continues to battle injury, and he sat out yesterday's game. The Heat is hopeful that he returns in time for the postseason. With only 2 weeks left to the regular season, the Heat have to win every game left if they want to avoid playing in the play-in tournament once more. For Caplin News, this is Pablo Hernandez.
After making the playoffs for the first time since 2020, the Miami Marlins started the 2024 season on ice against the Pittsburgh Pirates. Jazz Chisholm Jr., Avi Garcia, and Nick Gordon all delivered homers to the Easter Bunny yesterday, but it wasn't enough as the Pirates survived the barn burner 9-7 to stay undefeated on the year. Miami, who is yet to win a game, aims to finally get in the win column today against the Los Angeles Angels. You're watching Newsbreak, and we're coming right back.
See us dream. See us remember. See us protest.
You matter. Your feelings matter. Your identity matters. Everything about who you are matters.
See us fight back. See us rebuild. See us shatter stereotypes. See us inspire. See us united. See us now.
There are 16 million children struggling with hunger in America. That's 1 in 5 daughters, sons, neighbors, and classmates who don't know where their next meal is coming from. Yet billions of pounds of good food go to waste every year. It's time we do something about it. Feeding America is a nationwide network of food banks that helps provide meals to millions of kids and families in need. Visit feedingamerica.org to help them feed even more. Together, we can solve hunger. Together, we're feeding America.
That's all the time we have for Newsbreak. I'm Valentina Gaspari.
I'm Anthony Cruz. Get more news anytime at caplinnews.fiu.edu.
April Fools!